You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything. It's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here. They start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights. It was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
Welcome in to the WWC. Have you on another hero day. Hope you are as excited as I am. Yes. Quickly, still a slow process towards that VIP 17. Not any closer so far. We're still 100,000 away. So doubt it'll be this week, guys. Probably be I don't know, next week, maybe the following week. What's our oh, whoa, where are you? Why aren't you up here? There you are. Wow, that was weird. Avis, welcome in. Etch first. No, first. Avis says first. Etch. I don't know what are you doing. The daily QB rants. Don't know. Don't have one in the hopper, but listen, I'm all natural here. So when it happens, it happens. So no promises, X. No promises. Woo. Afternoon, evening, woo. Woo is for the children. Welcome in. Yeah. So no. Nothing with the VIP 17. I was looking. Let me see what the calendar looks like. What are we peeking at here? Bounty Hunter, right? Oh, well, Decorate Your Dreams. I'll definitely pop on some Decorate Your Dreams. That's a no-brainer. But nowhere near what's needed. And I'm all done with my Bounty Hunter. So you know. I will take a look and show you where we were with Bounty. So Bounty, what did we get? We only get the first 3. This is typical Bounty, by the way. What I've been doing. So just to let you know. I don't go. I find 1,800. I find that the 3,000 for the 4 deco is a little much for me. So I usually do 1,800 is around where I stick. I don't go too far past that. And then redeeming wise, I clean out all the bonds. Sometimes I've been hit or miss with the training certificates, but I'm ready to push because I'm going to go to like 4.99, I think, for the. So I do get the training certificates. It's also the best. I mean, if you're going to get training certificates, this is where you're going to get them because they're in bulk as opposed to being able to chip. I don't usually get them, but I did. Level 5 components. Here I usually do. Now, I will tell you one thing that I did this time that I do not usually do. I went for the level 5 choice components. Now, I do not recommend it. It's a 33% markup. It's not a great deal here. However, I was so close to components, I ended up popping my missile level 10 because I was so close. I only needed one. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was able to pop my level 10 normally. It just came naturally. This, I was 6% down. I was at 94%, and I wanted to see how many it would take to get there, and it was 8. So I ended up getting 8 of the choice ones just to pop a second level 10. That's why I ended up doing it. So normally, though, I don't like to do that. I say no. And then the only 10 that I'm waiting on is this one, the thermal imager, which I haven't even hit 80%. Kind of weird, actually, when you look at it. Typically, the right side, I would think it would be more down here, but I'm surprised that thermal imager is taking so long. But that's how the cookie crumbles. So, and for the most part, that's the only time that I've done the choice. Was that one time. Otherwise, everything else is just opening up boxes normally, unless I received a choice for a prize. So, yeah, the Moonstone Blessing was really good this time around. The Deco will probably put me over to 5, so I get these. They had this Moonstone Blessing, but it had all these level 3. Obviously, you can pick what you want, but anytime you have a choice chest, you guys know the drill. We should be picking the drone components, right? So I was able to pick the drone components. Now, Moonstone Blessing in this rig was really good because they're giving you like 20 and 16 and 12 and 6 actual level 3 drone components. Now everything else, diamonds. Listen. I'd rather have these. I'd rather have these than what we usually see, like the dielectric. Whatever, these dumb things there's usually in there. So the fact they don't have them in there is good. Yeah. So that is where we are with the latest update. What else is today? What else did we do? Oh, tech. So one last update from myself in tech. I've been pushing the tank mastery. I'm already at 13%. So as I said, when you're going through the mastery, what I recommend, what I've done with the other 2 masteries that I completed, is I go through it completely one time to get it 20%. So I break it into 5s, and I go through it 20% each way through. So I get 2 here, 2 out of 10, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 2 out of 10. Just repeat that through all the ones until you finish to the bottom. And then you go right back up to the top and you do the repeat for 20% more. And if you are completing, and this is what I was saying before, when you're trying to do siege and defense and mastery at one time, siege, I don't know if I have it in my head. It's like 70, is it 73% means 100% and 68% of defense, or 73 and 70? I forget what it is. We did it all. It's somewhere around there. And so what I would recommend is doing like 20% of this one time through, and then like 20% of the 73%. Then 20% of the 68% of power. You know what I mean? Which probably works out to like, 11% or something like that for defense, or 12% for siege. And then go back and do another 20% of mastery, and then you can go back and do a little bit more siege, and a little bit more defense. But then at least you're chipping away at them at the same time instead of ignoring them. And oftentimes people ignore them and then they move on to the second mastery before they've even completed the siege and defense, which I don't recommend. We had a giant conversation yesterday in the Alliance about where everybody was actually with masteries and stuff. And people are already finding the difficulties of tactical weapon. Like people are just trying to do in here and they're just struggling with some of it. So yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a push to try to get through that tactical. I can tell you it's gonna be hell. So, careful what you get yourself involved in. For the drone components, any theory to the upgrades? I reached turbo 80% and got a 0.3 upgrade. Yeah, to be honest with you, Woo, I didn't see much of a push anymore. Like I brought these two up and I don't know. I saw a little bit. Like I'm almost to 83. So I think there was maybe something I don't remember what it was, 0.1, something like that. Chipped away. There were so many things that I've been working on lately that it's kind of all blending together between all the stuff in the teams. But yeah, I don't know. I find that there's no need to rush them anymore because before, when we first got components, right, for all the OGs out there that got components, you didn't have a breakup of 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. They used to make you either got them or you didn't. And you didn't get anything. There was no 80%. You just had to unlock the level. And then they changed to this system. And this system is much better because you actually are earning and want to get to the next level, which actually you'll push yourself to try to get to the next level, which makes sense. But you saw enormous bumps when you used to have to do the level as a whole. When you used to go from 0 and then all of a sudden you unlocked it to 100, there were big bumps. Now you just don't see as big of bumps anymore as you're going through them. And therefore, it's like, there's really no need to push, which is why I really haven't pushed. And I had gotten close here. And I'm trying to unlock the 10s, but, wherever you are in here, you're fine. Like, I would just unlock the ones and go at just go at the normal pace. I wouldn't try to push any specific thing. Just keep getting the level 5 components, the level 3 components, unlocking them normal, and don't worry about it. I don't see like giant difference in them. Actually, let me see, because I might have been level 9 last night in some fights. Hold on. Let's take a look. So last night, yeah, see, I was level 9 last night. But it doesn't tell you. It's the only thing I lifted on my drone. So I was 13 million on my drone. And now I just fought. And let's see what my drone moved to. $13.5. So it went up 0.5. There you go, Woo. It went up 0.5. And that was with 2 of them, by the way. That's with the missile and with the fuel cell. Level 10. See what I mean? Like 0.5 for them. You don't see the big bumps. At least in your March. At least in your March. It's not, it's not making a hell of a difference. Now, is it making a difference, with your skill damage, your hero attack both get lifted? There's some things that go up. Your crit damage is going up. So from a battle perspective, is it making a difference even more than it's, that 0.5? Could be. Difficult to tell in some of the fights I had. see if there's any difference. So let's see. I might have beat Rich here. Is this before? I know I fought him. Yeah, so here was my level 9 against Rich. And, I mean, air's a bad one because it's so inconsistent. Maybe tank on tank is better. Less variables. So he was able to take 1411 from me before I upgraded those. And then, shit. And then after I upgraded them, so 1411 from that tank fight. And now this time, yeah, 1077. I mean, that's a hell of a bump right there. And again, that's only from the 10. So see what I mean? Like, that's a pretty good bump. Let's see if that's consistent. Let me go look at. All right, so let's look at the missile fight. It was 1993 and the air was 1852. I better write those down. 1852 and 1993. Okay. Let's see what that compared to the first time. So this was, yeah, this one was 1993, and it was 2146, went down to 1993, so I gained a couple hundred on that one. And then the air one was 2211, and now it was 1852. So straight across the board, all three fights between 2 and 400 difference from those fights, just from upping those by themselves. Again, that was really the only thing I did last night as far as increases. So yeah, I mean, you definitely seeing them in there. As far as my overall bump in strength, it was only 0.5. So that's a hell of a gain in that 0.5 strength, because it makes a difference of where that 0.5 is coming from. I mean, think about it. If that 0.5 comes, I could give you 1. It could come from the gorilla, right? And is the Overlord really going to give me that much of a difference? Probably not. Probably not. You might not see any difference. As a matter of fact, if I up, we'll find out Friday. Well, we could do the same experiment with Friday's tests, but I'm just saying that 0.5 makes a difference where you're increasing your March squad from. So yeah, I mean, good in that respect, Woo. I do pretty well. I mean, considering I'm behind the big. What I've seen is where my March squad is against others, and you can see like the recent fights that I had against people, like even on our own server. I fought, was it Doberman, and he's way ahead. I mean, his first team is like 94.6. I wish I fought his main team. I did not. There was a big one difference that I had, though. You guys would have loved. Is it? Hold on. I thought it was. Was it against Trigger? I thought it was my. Oh, that sucks. It was like a 14 million team difference that I ended up overcoming. And I don't remember which squad. It was I think it was my missile squad. I'm sorry. Was it my air? I can't remember now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Look at that difference. You know, because somebody was just showing something in the WWC. I don't know if you guys are in the Discord, and they were showing how there was an enormous difference between two fights. And they were like, "Oh yeah, see, these numbers don't matter and the stats don't matter because look at this and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Man, when air against tank, it's you throw it out the window. Like you know that we've seen enormous differences. And then sure enough, you look at this. They're at 14 million difference right here between my air and his tank. And it's just he has Carly mixed in, but that's a hell of a difference. Everything's pretty much equal there, and he's gonna be beating me in just about everything, I would imagine. Because he's ahead of me. But where does that strength come from? We were just talking about, and that's why I bring this up because one of the bigger differences of this fight is pretty much the Overlord. Like look at it's 5.5 and 12.8. So you toss that one out, and you know where are you left with? And then also it's you know you get this tech difference, but really the tech difference he's got 1.4 on me versus tech. There's no way he's getting 24% on tactical is what he has. He's not getting 1.4 million over me on that just for that 24% tactical. It just doesn't equate to that much of a difference. I've seen it. It's the the T11 difference, but it's really it's that Overlord and it's the buff. Because he has all 30s. I have all 30s. Now, I was looking at this and I also hesitate to look because I think if you threw Marshall over here, it would have been a different situation. I think he would have beat me had Marshall been across from Diva, but still, 14 million is a lot. We're still seeing the you got the right combination out there. You can still make up quite a difference, folks. So, anyway, let's see. Hey, Chicken Charlie, welcome in, buddy. You might have explained it in prior streams. What's the thought process of maxing all your mastery over going to tactical? Is it make 3 squads? Oh, sure, X. So I recommend for anybody outside of myself, I'm spending. I'm a high spender. So for me, my goal is to get all 3 masteries done. Controversial probably for some that may want to work a little bit on tactical. I'd recommend for the majority of folks and the majority of players, free to play, low spend, mid spend even. When you finish your 180, I would pretty much stop immediately and jump right into tactical. I would start doing your tactical. You'll know when to stop. You can pretty much start going down here and doing a bunch of the tactical percentages. The Valor is going to get expensive and incredibly nuts before you move and finish that second mastery that you're working on. So if you have one mastery at 80%, but push your T1, that would be the way that you should go. Is if I were in your shoes, I would be pushing T1 for, that free to play all the way to mid spender. For myself, I need to get my tank going. My tank is empty right now. I have, for the majority of folks, they don't have the luxury that I have of working on the things that I'm working on, which is I'm putting full gear on tank. I'm putting my chips up to level 8 stars on my chips, and I'm going to have all 30 exclusive weapons on tank. Well, that's all great, but doing all of that work to try to get my third team going, it's empty if I don't have my mastery. The mastery is more powerful than the tactical weapon early stages like this, if you're just chipping away. So I'm going to be able to push and have a third team that I can do many things. It makes me versatile. So I've already proven with my T1, and don't forget, it's not like I don't push my T1. I'm able to push my T1. You may not be able to. You may have limited resources in how you push your T1. So you can push. I'm pushing my T1 through bond rating and through T11s. So it's still moving. My T1 still moves. It's not like it stays still. But at the same time, for me, it's more important when I'm fighting to get this third team solidified, because it just makes me more deadly to have a third team. Because my first against most can protect by itself. So if I can hold down my first here and people can't go through my wall, I have now 2 teams that would be over 70 million. My tank is almost 70 million, and my air is 74 million. And so for me, it's more important getting both of these to be able to fight than it is to move forward. Now, the other reason I like to work on tank and solidify my team personally is because the people that I'm fighting are very strong. These whales are very strong and they're trying to burn me. I was able to withhold against some folks. Urson, we saw recently, had to hit me. I was able to hold JTF5, try to hurt. Now, they hit me for a distance, so my wall held, but it held at, I don't remember. Let's take a look. I think it held at, I want to say 5,000 loss. Let me get it to pop here. But anyway, while it's looking for that. So the point is these guys hit me. And so to have your tank, if I had my missile and then my tank was number 2, typically when they hit my missile, their number 1 team drops pretty low. It drops to where they're hitting me a second time to like 70 million, 60 million. Now, that doesn't sound low to you, but when they started, they were at 90 million. They had a 100 million team. So when they hit me, I can reduce their number 1 team to around 70 million, somewhere in there, 60 million. So then it's typically missile. So then if they hit me again with that missile team, my tank team would be the second one holding down my wall. Here we go. So let's see. Where did Urson? All right. So this is a perfect one, right? So he hit me and he took 4568. So that is his tank team. So I had my missile team as my second. But look what I did. So his first team is 92 million. So by the time he hits my second team, he's dropped to 53 million. So right now, if this hit was a 92 million missile and he hit me with missile, and let's say I dropped him down to 53 million, and then I had it was a missile hitting my air, he would have taken even more from me. I would have held. The wall probably would have held, but he would have taken 2,500 from me. Almost my entire wall, which would have put me into 5,000 territory. Even this, by the way, even sitting here, the goal is to absorb your wall. And you can take this fight and you can take what I'm saying at a smaller level, no matter where you are. So if you're sitting at 45 million or 50 million, you can think of it in the same realm of somebody that's hitting you that's 60 million or 65 million. Think of it the same way I'm doing it and I'm increasing it. You can use the logic the same way. The goal is always to try to protect your wall. Because if they're able to burn your wall, especially in times where you can back shield. So if you're in a war and you're able to back shield things, then they can hit you all day, especially in a server war, because they're traveling so slow. They're traveling so slow, they hit you, they burn, it's going to take them forever to go back. You have all day to back shield, right? So what you want to do is be able to survive, have your wall survive, because just letting them clear your wall is going to burn, 500 troops, 600 troops, just from being able to hit my wall. Clear my wall. So they can't clear my wall. That means that's going to protect me. That's going to cost them a hell of a lot more troops than it's going to cost me. Now, the 250 drone does cost me some troops, and it makes this hard to stay. So as you can see, this one, he lost 260 and 134, right? So that would be a bad exchange. But don't forget, we also had the second team, and then he lost 421 here, and I only lost 58. So he's losing 650 troops by me not being able to clear my wall. Big difference, right? Like for him, you may look at it and be like, well, he can just do whatever he wants anyway and clear his troops. True, but not everybody can. So again, if you take this logic down a level to people that are only 60 million, 65 million, when they're hitting you, if they can't clear your wall, check that report, because they're losing troops and they may not have endless speed ups. when you start to get into that range. So just think about that. It's the proper way to think about fighting and looking at it. Now, free to play, low spend, stuff like that. You're worried about your T1, man. You don't have time to sit there and build a T2. You're not spending. So you got to be realistic. You want to be able to have your T1 and you want to be able to hit somebody as hard as you can, get in these battles, hitting the cannons, hitting the capitals, making it wallop as much as you can. And do as much damage as you can. As you continue to push your T1, the remnants go to your T2, and eventually, if you keep playing the game, as we all do, and you get to the 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year of playing the game, eventually, you're going to have enough remnants that leak down and form a decent T2. Eventually, your gear is going to complete. All your gold, you're going to have gold blueprints. And you're going to have to use it on another team. You're going to end up using it on your second team. It's going to be kind of cool, where you're going to be able to, build that second team out. But right now, you're just worried about T1. And, mid spenders definitely are worried about, are into T2s, exclusive weapons T2s and stuff like that. So same strategy. You want to be able to do everything you can to protect your wall. So if you're fighting somebody, and that's why it is so important to manage your wall. I cannot say how important it is. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, because don't give the enemy cheap wins. Don't give the enemy cheap wins. If they see your wall is down, you know what I would do? I'm going to try to sneak my 4th team in there. I don't fight with my 4th team. My 4th team's a piece of garbage. But if I see your wall down, I'm going to try to sneak it in there. And I'm going to try to fool you too. I'm going to send my 3rd or my 1st. You're going to see my 1st and think you're good. Then I'm going to send my 4th, and then I'm going to send my 3rd. Or something like that. I'm going to try to sneak it in there on you. But play your wall. Guard your wall. You can still, just because you're letting somebody who's 90 million clear you, or you're in Canyon Storm, or you're in Desert Storm. Yeah, just because they have somebody that's going to be able to pour you, they have a bunch of people that can come up and pour you. It doesn't give everybody the green light. Don't go and give everybody the okay to just kick you around. No, make a stand against some people. They're not all powerful. And some of them get ballsy. They see other people clearing you and they're going to try it. So guard your wall. Figure out who it is, where their power's at, and don't be lazy about it. Incredibly important. And that goes for anything. Kill event, server war, it doesn't matter. It's a good place to practice the guarding of the wall at the Winter Storm, Canyon Storm, Desert Storm. It's a great place because it doesn't cost you a damn thing. They're not real troops. So if you screw up, that's the place to screw up. You accidentally put your wall on when you shouldn't have, and somebody hit you and you screw. Okay, but learn your lessons there, and then take it to the battlefield. Then go to the kill event, and you know what to do. Then go to the server war and know what to do. But I don't care if you're free to play. Nobody gets a free pass on you. You know that if you're stronger than them or you're around them, then freaking beat them. Freaking beat them. And what don't give anybody a free pass. Except for the people, except for the whales. They can get a free pass. That's why they make advanced teleports. Or they allow you to teleport away for kill. Just move. All right. Let's see what we got here. So anyway, I hope that was a long answer to your question. Actually, I hope that helps understand why I'm doing this instead of tactical. Carly, Lucius, Stevie, Sarah, March. Is it effective still against all missile? Carly, Lucius. So no, I would say not against all missile. No. Against all missile, 4v1 Murphy is effective. It is incredibly effective against a stronger tank. You can clear really strong tank squads with Carly in there. Like, it's still very, very potent against tank. But missile, not so much. 4v1 is... actually, 4v1 drives missile crazy when you have the 4v1 Murphy in there. So we're going to get into that tonight, too. Some counters to that. We've been testing, and the WWC community's been testing. We got some good ones to look at tonight for the 4v1 counters with missile. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see. Farmer Nibs. What's up, brother? Good to have you in. Good to have you in. Brendan, I'm switching to air main from previously being a tank man. Just got everyone to EW10. Buzz Panda push everyone to 20. And then, yes. I don't know where you are making this switch from air to tank. I think you're doing fine as tank. You know, if I could play the game again, I would have stuck with tank, but then I don't know where you are with your exclusives and all that stuff on tank, how far along you are and stuff, so it's difficult for me to say without a battle report. But to answer your question directly, yes, always move your EWs to 20 before 30. You want the 7.5% bump, always, across the board, before you're going to go to 30s. Yes. Diva at 30, then Skylar, then Lucius. No, I don't know if that's a question. Are you telling him where he should go? I wouldn't go in that order. Skylar's come over Lucius for me as number one at this point. That guaranteed stun is too much at the beginning of any battle to be able to stun maybe twice to start off the first skills, the first skill cycle is so potent. It's so powerful to not have your opponent be able to cycle skills possibly for 2. It's crazy. It's just insane power that nobody else has in this game. He doesn't do number of attacks research as it's clearly 20k bal. Oh, did somebody ask that? Woo? Yeah. I don't. It's the only thing I don't recommend at anybody. I think this is an entirely wasted. Listen, maybe controversial. Some of you may love it. I don't know. I don't think this is worth for 18,000. I think it is a joke, personally. Most people are going to be able to burn you on the first try. So it is what it is. Like, they're gonna get you. I know for me they would. I'll show you who. I'll show you. I wasn't stopping this guy. What? That would have been a waste of 18,000. Crowley's coming to hit me right here. Crowley's coming to get my tank. He's 117 million. What the hell am I going to stop him with? He doesn't need to hit. He doesn't need 3 tries. He's burning me on the first one. It's a complete waste. Complete waste. Most people, and I guess it's an individual perspective on this. If you find that it takes people 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 times to burn you, then sure. I mean, listen, you're getting plundered all the time. Look at your plunders. Just pay attention to how many times. Don't just do it because it's there. Pay attention. How many times does it take people to burn you? Are they burning you on the first try? If so, that's a complete waste of tech and a complete waste of 18,000 valor when you're trying to do tactical. Don't do it. Don't do it. But if you find yourself, listen, if you're holding up and you're somebody out there and you're plotting and you're seeing constantly getting your trucks attacked and it takes them to the 6th and 7th plunder every single time, okay, then go ahead and do it. It's worth it for you personally. Go ahead. I just don't think that's the likely scenarios out there for the most part. And I'm not talking about the random 1 out of 10, 10% where you see somebody hitting off on your truck 8 times. I'm talking for the vast majority of what it's going to prevent for 18,000 valor. That's all. Okay, 20 down. Last one, regrets list. Okay, 96 it's Lucas in the house. SAS. Okay. Strong little server over there. Welcome in, buddy. SAS is that's Stickman. Coming from Stickman's neck of the woods there. SAS. Compliance in the house. What's up, Arrow? What's up, buddy? Random teleport X. Yeah, that was only using a smaller version of your approach working T1 and 2. Make a robust wall. Need to work on T3 now since the 2 squads are forced to sit and protect. Fair. I mean, that's really, from my perspective, kind of what I'm doing as well. I'm really just trying to hold up against the whales. But then these whales, they're gonna go get this T11, this fourth. They're gonna do this fourth one. This one here, and once they, or sorry, this one. Once they do this and add that 5% increase of death rate, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Ant, welcome in, buddy. Noodle. Hey, Noodle, you know what you're missing, man? Hold on. I took some liberties, by the way, with this. But, where was this? Look at this. You guys see this? Did that come through? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Now, I took some liberties with Baja because I don't know. That's what Baja looks like. Because in all fairness, his base has his back turned. So there are some liberties being taken with Baja in the picture. But for all I know, it could be what Baja looks like. I'm just going off of where is that picture I have? I can show you guys. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, okay, here. So here is his picture. Right? So he has it on the back. So there are some liberties being taken with Baja, but come on, it's so fun. Still looks great. I'm sure Baja will appreciate it. It's good stuff. So anyway, we'll find out. We'll find out. There can only be one. There can only be one 48-hour countdown. 48-hour countdown until we actually find out who is the champion. Well, 48 hours till they can begin anyway. We won't find out until Sunday night. Unless there's spoilers out there. We're going to have spoilers out there? We're going to make the, what is that? Pigs, like Pig 6? Is that what they call it? Pig 6. Anyway, welcome in, Noodle. Welcome in, buddy. Good to have you. Reg, Air Plus, Murphy is dope for the QB. Yes, it is, Reg. But we might have an answer for it. We might. We might. Sigara, what's good? What's good, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. I put on WC Discord to increase the limit for joining zombie rallies and Vanguard rallies. Should be way more than 20. Hope devs change that. Oh, good. I like it. Keep them coming, King Charlie. We just released our first video on it on YouTube. So we have I released like the first 14. So check that out. And let me know your thoughts. I'm going to create another one to kind of break it down. I just want to explain all the changes to folks, and then I figure we'll take a poll, start getting a percentage of what people like on them, and then keep adding to it. I'll just come out with another one once we get through the few that I have of the 37 categorized. We'll add to that list as people think of them, and we'll make a fourth one, fifth one. We'll make another picture. I know there was also a comment out there. Don't know if you're in the chat, but I did take in your feedback. I know you wanted to change the background of our summary picture. We'll do that. Probably change that picture as a whole, by the way, and add some more to that list, and keep coming with more ideas. Maybe even have 2 or 3 of them out there. So more to come. More, believe me, I'm dog on a bone. Our improvement stuff is not going anywhere. People may not like it. People may not pay attention, but you know what? They're going to hear about it a lot. I'll keep posting to Reddit. I'll keep posting to Last War. Dog on a bone. Listen, I'm a pain in the ass. So people just get tired of hearing about it. But at this level, why not? I got nothing better to do. I'll just keep pushing that shit out there. Works for me. All right. Really sad I'm visiting family all weekend now. Noodle, all good. Don't worry about it, man. Family's more important. Family's more important. You will have next week, sir, And the week after, somebody's got to defend their title, Noodle. They don't just get the title and they hold on. They got to defend their title now. So, listen, there'll be an opening for you. There will be an opening. Yeah, I don't know. 20 in a rally. It's a little. He's something else. He wants to go 5 to 20, Arrow. Compliance says 20. 20, Charlie. Mewtwo. Oh, you're betting on Mewtwo? I wish I had the odds. Like you can have where you could bet the odds on Baja versus Mewtwo, like they do in the champions duel. That would be fun. Baja has more pictures? Oh, does he? I didn't know. Oh, he does. I'll have to redo. I'll have to redo the picture. I forgot he had pictures. All right, I'll have to redo it. I'll redo it. I'll update the face. I'll update the face on the picture. And you can't just get into the battle. You can't just nobody getting into the battle just to be in the battle. There's got to be credentials here. There's got to be some kind of credentials that we have to create to get the contenderships up too. Maybe we'll get like a top 10 ranking. Maybe we'll just have to have other competitors go against one another that week. Maybe we'll create a whole fight card, like instead of the UFC, we'll have the WWC fight card, right? We can have the heavyweights. Maybe we got to have lightweights going too, right? Maybe we got to create a whole division and rankings. Hold on, I'm getting crazy now. I'm telling you, we got to get a whole thing going. Who doesn't want to see? Maybe we got to get Chicken Charlie against Wu. What do you think? We got to get all kinds of stuff going on. We gotta have free to play. Maybe we'll get like a free to play belt. Although then it's gonna be hard to tell if they're really free to play. So I don't want to get into this whole thing. He's not really free to play. He bought a builder. I don't know if I want to get into this whole nonsense of whether somebody's actually light spender, strong spender, whatever. But he is a monster. Hey, listen. You know what? There's always somebody bigger. You just put up 250 million, my man. Noodle. You put up 250 million, so you are worthy of challenge. No doubt. 250 million is an insane kill event score. It's impressive. It's impressive stuff. But Mewtwo is he is a giant. He is a giant. And he's mental out there too. The guy's hitting anything that moves. So oh, fun. Good stuff. All right. We got Hero Day. And then we'll get into some battle reports. Try to be a little responsible with our time tonight. How about that? All right. So again, we are we'll see where we are after tonight. Actually, tonight is tonight Decorate Your Dreams? That's tonight, isn't it? I think so. All right. Let me do this before I forget, because I'll forget. Okay, Spring Festival, the gears tonight. I like the gears. The drone parts, sorry. They should be gears, but drone parts. Somebody will massacre me because he called it drone. Can you believe it? Whoa! Kimmy doesn't know what he's talking about. Where are we? All right. We go in here. Is Decorated Dreams not tonight? Is it tomorrow? It's tomorrow? Guess it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Bah! You want to see the picture, brother? I got to change the picture, man. In all fairness, I didn't realize you actually had a face up. Hold on, I'll bring up the picture. Here's the picture. I got to change your face though. It's my bad. But I'll get it. I'll fix it tonight. I will fix it tonight and put it on the WWC. Still badass picture, right? Once we fix it. Had the t-shirt right. I think the t-shirt's right. I'll change it. I knew you liked that, but we'll get it updated and changed. And then I'll post it. I'll put it on Discord. I'll at you on our Discord when I actually fix it. All right. See, all you got to do, you want to get Baja out, all you got to do is make a fake AI picture of them. It'll attract them. It attracts the beasts. All right. What do we got? We got Stetman. We're doing Stetman tonight. Exclusive. I think only one, unfortunately. I think. Let's see. What do you say? BMA 17. Yeah, maybe that's good. I don't mind that, X. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we need to do it by VIP. VIP level? I don't know. I think we just got to do it by challenges. I think we just got to put somebody out there by challenges and maybe kills, maybe server. Maybe it's got to be within your server ranking so you're near one another, and then maybe like, VIP ranking within that server ranking. But listen, if somebody puts it out there and somebody wants to challenge somebody, I don't see why not. TM1017 was the shirt. Yeah, so I got that right. Punish, what are you saying? When you become VIP 17, it's so hard to get kills unless you are farming kills on tiles. Why? Why does it become hard to get kills? Teach, pun, teach. Looking forward to it. This should be a good Warzone. Yep, you're gonna have your work cut out for you, man. You're gonna have your work for it. But listen, the title is up for grabs. It's always the underdog, Baja. Nobody gives a chance. Nobody gives a chance to the underdog. They were already betting on Mewtwo out there, Baja. They've already cast you away, man. Their money is on, the quote in the chat was, my money's on Mewtwo already. Odds are good. Vegas odds are good for Baja. Oh, they run from you. Yeah, well, punt. First of all, they run from you. You're displaying your VIP 17. First of all, you're displaying your VIP. You probably put the charge base out there with the fire. They know what you are. And you got the Punisher picture, by the way. So odds are with that picture they're gonna run anyway. Hey punt, change your picture to like Care Bears or something. I bet you have some more luck. I bet you fish some more luck out there with like a Care Bear picture. You can't show them. Can't exactly change your base skin. Yeah, be a regular. Just get the regular default base skin out there, pun. Constantly hit him up. The four square shuffle. Yeah, I know. You should record some of it. I I wish we were on. I don't know what. I don't think I'm gonna be on Saturday. I think Saturday night though. I won't even. Saturday I won't even be around. I don't think. I might be on Friday night. I don't know, but Baja won't. Baja will be getting juiced up at a rate. Baja gets all his kills nursing the night before, just chilling out. Like getting you're usually pretty safe from Baja Friday nights. You wanna get away from Baja. Just wait until around Friday night at 8ish, 9ish. Yeah, he's don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine around then. It's early in the morning, you better watch out. He's not in the mood. he's got a headache, and he's just trying to kill you to ease his head pain. All right, so we got one, and then what do we got for? Do I have enough here? 10, 20, 10, 20, 40. Where am I? Where am I at? I usually don't go past it, but oh, I gotta hold on. What is that? Yeah. I'll do one more. I'll do one more because it is going to take me forever to try to just chip away at these things. We're at the final 1,000 stretch. It's going to be a long time. All right, 27. So 600 more. 600 more to get Stet up there and finish off exclusives. And then I'll be done with at least for the time being. There won't be any more exclusives, so I'll be done buying the exclusives Hero Day. I'll just free to play it for exclusives. No need to push that anymore. But I'll tell you get crazy with those exclusives, man. I just from updating that, you get all the 10. I got 10 million just from a couple upgrades. That's crazy. And then the wall. I didn't do the wall, but it's pretty boring. Not going anywhere fast with that wall. So what do we got? We're up to 481. Yeah, that's plenty. Don't tell me. All right, who we at? 276. Next week I might be able to get McGregor to be my fourth 300 hero. All right. That's all the freebies, and then 222. Okay, that's the purples, and then blue. Who's doing blue? 200. So do I have all the blues done? Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, and just for those, then I got 10 million for the exclusives. And I got another 10 million for the shards. So, all good. All good. 20, 20 vodka Red Bull. I don't know. You don't know that. Is that his drink? Did he say that was his drink? Or are you just throwing it out there? I don't know that's Baja's drink. To actually ask what his drink is. Circles, welcome in. Welcome in, buddy. Just got McGregor to level 28. 350 more to go. Also, good evening, chat. Circles. Yeah, I think we might have your battle in here. Circles. Do we? Or no, we looked at your battle last week, my man. But Circles, you were the one who started this whole thing last week with the exclusive. Circles had the Swift spot, so we're trying to figure out the counter to the 4v1 is Circles, and he had a few of the battles he was trying to fight here. He couldn't beat, and he ended up with losing here, and then he got a victory. Was this the one you actually switched it? No. It's down here. You had victories with, well, right here. Putting Swift next to the Overlord. He's been able to beat the 4v1 combination. Now, we had somebody take this a step further. Yeah, we went over him last week. We went over him last week. I saw you had won with it and you won without it. You beat this person both times. Although this person was straight up air, they weren't the 4v1. So we took it a step further, having this Swift experiment a step further. I gotta pin this. It's just ridiculous. Landon, I think it is, from CRS1. Awesome. Look at this. I mean, this guy, you want to talk about a WWCer doing a sandbox for us. Watch this, if this isn't badass and cool. So here he is fighting Swift against Air here, and he loses. Defense victory here, right? So here he's got Swift here. He's got Adam, Fiona, Tesla. Then we move to Swift, Swift against the Gorilla. We have Adam, Fiona, Tesla. Swift, Adam, Fiona, Tesla. Now, you know who he adds in? I know, our compliance officer needs to look away. Adds in Lucius. Swift against the Gorilla and Lucius. Now, he tries it with, is it Swift against the Gorilla? One of them here? Yeah, this one. He just tried it without Swift against, but he runs with Swift against the Gorilla and then Lucius here. Lucius is only 27, though. Didn't even get him to 30. And he still was able to overcome it and actually win. The only time that he got a victory. Fought him 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And the only time he got a victory was with Swift against the Gorilla and Lucius in the 4v1 thing. So the problem is, and me and compliance have talked to them about a problem, is if you're adding Lucius to your missile team, your air team isn't worth a shit. So you really, like, Lucius is not the person that you can take away from air and still have a good air squad. Lucius needs to start with your air team, right? It's kind of like you can't take Skylar away. Like, Skylar's going to be there. So Lucius and Skylar are staples in your air squad. If, by the way, this is all just thinking that you have a T2 and you have an air team. But the counter would also be, if you don't have an air team, then why are you pushing Lucius to 30? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have an air team, then there's so many other exclusives that you should be working on, right? So you wouldn't really be sitting. I mean, that's a hell of a problem to have, to go, well, I have nobody else to push the level 30 exclusive. I guess I'll do Lucius. Odds are you're doing that because you have an air team, right? You got a long way to go. So it's a very difficult thing. So the interesting part of this is to overcome the difference. And I mean, the difference here is drastic of what's going on here to what you're saying. You know what I mean? So if you're playing around with this against trucks, you're playing around with this against, the 3v3, the arena, like playing around with it for fun, this may be what you want. If you have that one person that you're trying to beat, I guess, it works. It's just a knowledge for you to know that, yes, throwing Lucius in the mixed squad for tank against air, a superior air squad that you can't overcome, works. Just, you have to, and this is what I was talking about with that video that I created, to understand when we're throwing together these mixed squads, you got to understand also what you're taking away. What are you doing that's where are you taking it from, and what does it do, the impacts to your other teams, to know. But listen, as you can see here, my man's fighting 6 times. He can't beat it any other way. So, info to take away that there is a way to beat the stronger air. Also, what we've been testing is when you're fighting 4v1 and it's close, and it's a close battle, moving Swift to against the gorilla actually gives you a couple hundred boosts. It's not going to make the superior difference of like 600, 700 difference. And I think we can go in and look at Circles to show that. Circles had his where he had Swift next to here, and he ended up away. It's 31, 30, 33. And then when he puts him next to there, it's 29.93 with Swift next to the Overlord. So he's getting a couple hundred boost by making the switch. And there was also, he was able to, I forgot, there was one fight he was able to win that he couldn't win before. I don't remember which one it was. But he did it. I don't know now. Oh, okay. So this is the one he fought, and I think this is the same thing. 4v1. Swift next to the Overlord is 2159. And Swift away from the Overlord is 2176. So he's gaining like 20 on that one. So you get a bump. So if it's a close battle, the 4v1, and you're trying to get, and a lot of people, that's been the problem actually. People have been sending us the 4v1s, and they can't overcome it. They can't beat it. They have no way of beating it, and it's driving them nuts. They're like, I'm missile, I'm fighting air, and I can't win. This is dumb. It's 4v1. I hate 4v1. So if that's the case, a suggestion definitely would be give it a try. Move Swift against air, the 4v1 next to the Overlord, and see how you do, because it appears to provide a boost to what we're watching. I would say though, this squad here, I don't know how it's going to be in every day. Now, I did this tonight. We can look. We were waiting for to see the difference in how people fought, because my defense tonight would have been, we can go look at some of the people. What's 218? So let's look at attack, any defense here beforehand. It would have been all, I just switched it to the first spot to see. I wish I had the prior ones to know if there was a difference though. I don't think I think I might have attacked with one. I think I did. I think I did and saw a couple hundred difference. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So in this one against Trigger, you can see here that in this one, I fought him with the normal setup, Swift here, and it was 1892. And then in over here, I moved it. I moved Swift here to the defense spot, and it ended up being 2003. So on this one, I lost more because this is 2003 to 1892. I think this one against the 4v1 cost me 200, and then there was somebody that I did that same thing to, and I won and I gained 200, and I don't remember who it was. Was it Black Love? Because I did it against two different people, and I gained 200 against them, and I don't know who it was. It was Rich. I don't know. I'd have to find who it was. I know I switched it, and it might have been somebody. It actually might have been people that I lost to. It might have been like Doberman or somebody. I don't even know. But either way, if you switch it, I gained a couple hundred, same as Circles did. I gained a couple hundred by doing it, by moving it. It was the 4v1 air. The only people there was only one other person that had the air that I was fighting that actually had 4v1 in the in 3v3, and they were using Murphy in there. It's annoying. I don't know who the hell it was. I don't know who the heck it was. Oh, this is interesting. I defended against Thanos, and then I beat Thanos. Who's this one? Oh, air must have been close, huh? Razor thin. Oh, probably, yeah, this time I stunned him 3 times. Let's see when I lost to him. Nope, stunned him 3 times. Could also be who I stunned, too. In this one, his damage. Fiona 31-6 and 24-3. Razor, it's razor thin. 34-3, 24-6. Yeah, I don't know. It looks very similar damage, power. It's so razor thin, though. It could have been. It really could have been anything. I mean, it could be. It's like one. To be that close, like 30, 42, like, look how close my heroes are, the damage. It's like, it's one skill cycle when it's that. And this is exactly where putting. Oh, it was Thanos. He just defended against me. Putting somebody like this, Swift, over here in that spot where he's absorbing all the damage, if he's all red, it could be that big of a difference, because this is a perfect example of a battle that's razor thin. Like anything could set this off, where if you're this close to somebody, like that Sammy's Victim. If you remember Sammy's Victim, when we did the 4v1 with Marshall in Missile, I mean, just the slightest edge I needed to overcome to beat him, because I kept being like razor thin battles. And that's the type of stuff that works. That's better to move Swift and try to move Swift to a better position than sitting there putting Lucius in your missile. Because you're probably not going to win your air if that's happening. But anyway, that was the 4v1 saga continues, trying to win that. Let's see. to make it sure. At the time my gear was let's see what he got. Samo lost to an air. Okay, no surprise. No surprise. 7.9, 6.6. You're way behind there though. Way behind on gear. Okay, well. They're beating you in everything, my man. So I guess, what did your message say again? Yeah, I mean, there's no surprise in this battle. Maybe that you kept it so close, but it's only 2.6 million different. I don't see any smoking gun of why it wouldn't be this way. This looks like a pretty routine win. So, not sure what you're showcasing in this one, my man. Did have morale. Also, only got stunned once, and you still lost by a pretty decent amount. Yeah, I don't know about this one. All right. So that's ammo. Maybe something different. Let's see. 52.4, 59.2. Tank against missile. This is another one. With the gorilla, it's pretty darn good there, Beck. 7 million spread. They don't have any exclusives though. I mean, this looks like this could be an. I haven't seen gear yet, but this is definitely already exclusives are slammed. There, you know what? They got their. This is a gorilla win. This is another Overlord crap nonsense right here. I can tell already. Look at this. Between the exclusives, this is exactly what exists because of the stupid Overlord throwing stuff way out of whack. This person is not stronger. I don't know if it's a guy or a woman, but it's a guy. This guy's not stronger. I mean, already. Just look at this. Look at this exclusives. Like, he's all 20. He's all 20 and a 30. He's got 120. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. With all that 7.5% across the board that Beck has here, plus a 30, just that. I haven't even gone to gear. It's a huge difference. Oh, I mean, come on, guys. This is silly. This is absolutely silly. This is a slaughter. This is a slaughter fest. Can you believe? And look at the skills difference as well. And this person is 7 million over him. That's just crazy. This Overlord throws things so out of whack, man, when you see this stuff. Because it's not even a developed Overlord anyway. That's the worst part of this. And that's what pisses me off if they come out with a second Overlord. Because they come out with a second Overlord, it means nothing. It's garbage. It takes so much to develop that Overlord to make any kind of difference in the battles. When we talk about the bond rating, this is just dumb. It's just going to be... Look, he's getting 5 million from the Overlord. 5 million from there. Out of the 7. Where's the other one coming from? That's a different. There must be some other smoking gun that doesn't make a difference. I don't. Okay, so the level. He's 40 levels different from drone. Yes, I'll say like 200 is nice. You get the 5% damage reduction. It's certainly nice, but it's not even close to making up for that gear and I mean not even he could have a 240 drone. It wouldn't make up for that. The gear is booty. He's getting it somewhere else. I mean, this is silly. Shit about that. Don't care. Okay, he's 100% there. And it was missile, right? So his mastery's not even oh shit, sorry. Look at this. Another smoking gun. Look at this in this battle. How close was this battle? I'm surprised it was this close. Look at the mastery. He's only 40% mastery and he's 100%. That goes good. Tactic cards are good. What's he getting? A bump? He's not getting anything there. Okay, cosmetics. Okay. All right. So he's got T11. So Beck doesn't have T10. All right. So this is a big chunk. This is definitely, look at the morale is what keeps him alive. That's why it's so close. He had 2.7 versus 2.18 morale is enormous. That's enormous. So likely what kept him alive. I mean, look at the wall. Likely what kept him afloat in this battle. Because it's no doubt. Like that is yeah. I mean that's pretty good too. I bet you his first is pretty damn. Looking at all these other stats, I bet you the first is pretty good. This person's first. Their tank. I bet you if this was tank versus tank, this person's probably pretty strong. Just judging by their components too, working on those. But in all fairness, like it's just not. I mean, that's where the difference is coming in this battle. It's clear. You can't have this. More T11 boost for this fight, though. I gotta tell you, I mean, with that much of a gear and exclusive letdown, to say that it's this close of a battle, with those that morale difference, whew, those T11s. Yes, sir. Run out there, peoples. Get your T11s. Get your T11s. This person's probably got a good first. I'd love to know what their first is. Whoever they are. Still a good win. 7 point. By the way, shout out to Beck. All up with the coordinates, folks. The coordinates list. He's helping. He's now helping the coordinates list, folks. Got hooked up with them. Wolfian team. Good stuff. Good job, Beck. Good work. Big power gap. 10 million gap. Yes, sir. 10 million gap. Okay, let's see if it's straight up though. No, already. At least you got 20s. All 20s. All 20s. Working with the poker hand. Working with the poker hand. Yeah, who's this? Doc. Doc just needs 2 more. 2 more to get that 7.5% big boost. Oh, there we go. Another gear problem. Another second team, probably. You're gonna kill the spread. It's another Overlord. Yeah, the Overlord. You didn't. Big gear issue. Yeah. That's why the spread. That's the story. Yeah. 200. This person, probably their second squad too. Oh, it says their third squad. This person strong. I wonder if they're strong. Probably. This is their third. Yeah, 6 million coming from the Overlord. Difference. And yeah, so they're tanked. They're not even their first team. Yep, no story to tell here. Wow. Look at that T11 bump. 5 million difference in T11. I wonder, this must be 3v3. Must be. Good win though. Still excited to win. Kind of like that one I showed you earlier with the 14 million win. Anytime you're taking that big of a pump to win in that gap, but it is gear. That gear is so important. Wow, 84 million. This is no joke here. 84 million air beating a missile. Okay. Now you got my attention. That's good. Or no, he didn't win though. No, I'm sorry. 8 million difference. Sorry, that's a loss. 8 million loss to missile. Look at all this. Look at all these busy bodies with these exclusives. Okay, well, that's all fair game there. So where are you getting that bump? The drone? Oh, 240. What did I just say? 240 versus 212. I just said 240 too. And that other one. Chip advantage. Yeah, component advantage. Overlord advantage. One apart though. 529s. Even. Air missile. See, he's doing the same thing. He's taking a similar route to what I have. He get only the 5% tactical, but look, he's got his tank up to 51% and his other two completed. Fleets. What do you got here? You got a buff there. Wow. Even there, and then you got the T11 advantage here. Huh. Wow, he's got a big wall. 2.9 for his wall. 1.9 million. All right. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he actually lost this battle. 8 million or 7 million. 7 million spread is a lot. Did you not get any stuns? Or the one stun? Oh, you got 3 stuns. That's pretty good. I mean, 7 million is a lot. That's a tough pill to swallow in this battle. I gotta tell you. Because I just don't see... where you should have lost the battle. It's just too close. And the majority of the stuff, man. Oh. You know what's interesting, though? Look what's next to the Overlord. Very interesting. It almost like gives you a little bit of a bump in some of these battles. I mean, he just having Swift hang on. Let's see where those stuns. The stuns started out right away. Right away. Perfect, too. Tesla Fiona. Perfect stuns. Still one more coming. Ask for more than that. Wow, and look at where Swift is down right now. And, like, just, yeah, then they just couldn't get rid of him, though. Look at that damage. 53 million. Damn. That's wild. Maybe you have to add him counterattack too. It's crazy. Man, that is a great battle. Top. Oh no, did I not do my chat thing? This is really good. This is really good stuff. I gotta. I'm gonna keep watching out for this. I want more and more people got to keep putting this Swift next to the Overlord and seeing these battle reports. We got to keep shopping this and looking at these and testing it. This is eye-opening, though. I'm going to hang on to this one. That's... God, if I'm if I'm somebody who's air out there, it's eye-opening, huh? Like, that's going to piss you off. I mean, I don't know where your build goes from here. You're doing everything right. Everything. You're doing it, like, where do you go? You're almost 250 drone. You're pushing that. Your chips look great. You're working on the level 10 components. You pushed your Overlord. You're pushing your bond rating. I don't know. I guess you can push your bond rating higher. You can work on that. I guess that's where you go from here. It's just, oof. That's not a good picture if I'm air, because look at the T11s. You're working on everything that you're supposed to. Everything anybody will look at a report and tell you to work on. You are doing a good job. You're air. You moved. You did 180. You shifted to tactical now. You're pushing that. This is awful. It's really just awful to look at from an air perspective anyway. I mean, and you got 3 stuns too. It's not like I could say, oh, well, you should have got, get more stuns. It's a problem. Like if you have 1 stun, that's what I was really looking for. But not. I guess you could only say that you got to move Diva in the front. Maybe you got to get Carly the hell out of there. That's it. If you want to beat Missile, you got to put Murphy in. You got to go 4v1. I have to believe this is a 4v1 battle. There's no way Missile wins this battle. You got to get Carly out of there. Because that's just depressing to look at if I'm an air person. That's incredible. But Elites knocked it out the park, by the way. Elites, you were the one send this incredible report. Just really, like, should start having like battle report of the night or something, because this is like incredible report. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna look at this a little bit more too. This report will have me looking at that later on. I'll be over by the TV with my wife, and I'm going to pull this report up and I'll look at it again. I'll probably watch that video a couple times. Yeah, I'm a nutcase. I'm a mental patient. But I'm going to look at that lineup. I don't know. It's really... Diva in front is one the first thing. You can keep Carly and get Diva in front. I just want to... I'd love to see the difference. I wish that fight was... I hate that Elite sent this fight in. I wish Ben Smithy sent the fight so I could tell him to try to battle elites, because elites is just killing it, man. Beating an 84 air with a 76 missile, Jesus. Okay, we'll turn the page. But that is the battle of the night so far. I can tell you that. I mean, if you want to use, we're live. You got it. You got it, sir. You got it. Alexei lost air tank. Oh, okay. Well, quite the difference here. Full tank, full air. Marshall wasted. Marsh should be here. Still beat you. Still crushed you, really, because Marshall is only on Carly in this battle. 4v1, though. 4v1, so obviously, I would say a difference, but Tank still waxes you. And really waxed you, too. Like I said, Marshall isn't even in the right spot. Only 5 exclusives, so it must be season 4. All pumped up, though. Not that it makes that big of a difference, but gear looks great. So that's clearly making a difference in this battle. That gear, even though it doesn't look like it, it only looks like a few that's a lot. That is a big difference for counters. And then has you here. So maybe this is going to tell more of the story. Drone, yeah. I mean, again, past 200, the 5% damage can't be ignored. It's definitely good. Combat boost is good. All these chips. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Man. Whew. So my guess is you sent this in to look at it from a perspective of you're surprised you were so close in the battle. Because clearly waxing you everywhere else on here. My guess, though, is the reason why it was close is based on Marshall's lineup across from Carly instead of, yeah, just everywhere, up and down. I don't think it's impressive that you were this close, considering it's 10 million. Person's clearly stronger than you everywhere. You got air buff. We've seen how strong the air buff is, though, so I guess we've been watching tonight, air beating tanks stronger than this. I just think this is a different battle if Marshall's in the proper position. Plus, you have the right... How many stuns did you get? 2. Okay, I mean, that's minimal. Considering she's at 30, that's minimum. But still, I think this battle is silly if Marshall's up here. Because what did you get for Diva? Yeah, look at the damage. 44-7. You don't get anywhere near this damage if Marshall's in the right spot. So, but still, 10 million difference. You certainly hung in there with a way stronger team against you, Tank. And this battle looks fantastic if you were fighting in a kill event and in an open field and that person has a 10 million stronger, which, by the way, out there, take note of that. If you're out there, look at the difference of this. If that person's running around with this 73 million squad and they're hitting your wall, they got nothing left. You keep your second on your wall. The last thing you wouldn't want is, even if your second is junky, even if you had a crappy second squad, you would be able to protect against this person hitting you with a battle like this. So even being at 63 million and they're 73 million, dare I say, air redeemed itself after that lashing that we just watched it take against Missile. But again, different battle with Sim there, but good enough. Lexi, what else you got? Same person? We got different people. Sofa King, yeah. Okay. 70 million, 63. You took this one. 4v1. You're moving around. You're moving and shaking here. Moving Diva. All 5. Kim in front. 30s to 30s. Okay. Yep. Again, they're the less gear in that one. More closer than that last one you had anyway. Everybody with that drone level, man. What is with everybody with these drone levels? It's crazy. Then server, what is it? Server 980? These drone levels are out of control. Drone levels big, higher than mine. Higher than mine. 900 servers different. It's crazy. Pumping that drone level up, man. This person's strong everywhere else. It's good. I'm reading. Look at it. Working special training. They're special training. 900 server difference in their special training is almost where mine is. It's crazy. 1.3, 5.5. Yeah, this person is incredibly. This guy, what is this? This is their first squad is only 70 million. I'm surprised. I mean, based on their drone, based on everything else they have. I mean, they don't even have the Stepman exclusive yet. They're going to be season 4. Man, is 900 server 900 in season 4 right now? That's crazy. Server 980. You're 1,000 and you're already done with season 4? Or done with season 4, I should say? I mean, they're really closing the gap on a lot of these servers to be able to, like, make these server groupings bigger and bigger and bigger as this game goes. I mean, really, I'm watching, our teams aren't that separated, and this is 900 server difference. It's not that separated of a team. It's really just looking good. Seeing more and more of these. 70 million. No, either way. Good win on that one. Okay. 62 air 4v1 against missile. Like it. Barely won. Okay. I like it. Well, you switch. That's interesting. So you switched. You now went with Sarah. You took Carly out. Which I highly recommend, by the way. And 4 stuns. So that's the difference. 2.6 million. For season 4, I mean, is this during the season? No, this is after the season. Okay. So you don't even have your 4v1 card anymore. But still, season 4 off season, this is really that's your air lineup, man. It's good stuff. No Morrison. Definitely no Morrison. And Carly can also go away too. It's good, strong. And clearly, like, yep, this is a good win. Chip advantage. Component advantage. Overlord advantage. Bond rating higher. A little bit of an advantage here for mastery. Deco advantage. Got the card advantage. Morale's the same. Got the unit advantage. Wall advantage. All advantages too. It's a really good win. 2.6 million difference. This is straight up. That's a really good win for Air. Well, Air came and redeemed itself back to back. $2.6. Now, if I could replay this battle, I'd love then to move this Swift next to the Overlord and see if it would make that couple hundred. That's what we were just talking about. Like, only a couple hundred difference is all you need, right? In this battle, you only need like 130 difference, something like that to get out of it. And that's the difference you were seeing with Swift moving to the absorb spot. Yeah, it would be good. Bunch of stuns in there though, kept them alive. There were like 4 stuns, so we all know that certainly makes a difference. Yeah, diva damage, crazy. Good stuff. Good battles. Thanks, Alexi. Appreciate you. For getting to do this. By the way, this is I felt bad the last one I called was Velper. I said because it looked like an L. It looked like an L. This is supposed to be an I. This is actually supposed to be Viper. So, just saying. Just saying. I was actually talking to him about that afterwards, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy compliance that you guys are already in season 5 and you're that far away from us because we're not beginning season 6 anytime soon. The servers are just all coming in there. Sigara, welcome in. Welcome in. Which battle were you saying? I probably wouldn't say. I missed your comment. Sorry, man. For Lucius and Morrison. Where was Lucius? Where was Lucius in the battle? You were saying to swap him to Morrison? Move him up? You're not saying put him in the absorb. You're not putting Morrison in the absorb spot. It must have been in the battle where Lucius was in the back. I don't remember. I have so many of these DM battles. It's just crazy. Farmer Nibs. Yeah, maybe later. I'll put it in for future. I got to go through the ones that I got in the hopper, or else they expire. In the off season 4, preseason 5, still a squad without the 4+1. Okay, let's see. 2.7. 4 2.5. 4v1. Yep. Yep. You are pretty even there, though. Let's see. See this compliance? Paying attention? It's what I want to see. I think it's superior. Yeah, I think the problem lies with this lineup is I just don't think that you can throw, like, you can be strong here. Ugh. You have Murphy's skills maxed. I don't know. I don't know why I started saying that. I'm saying 4v1. I don't know. I don't know, man. 4+1. I'll start saying 4+1. I mean, all that's good early on. Who was the attacker here? Defender. Huh, defendant sucks. His mastery is so much better than yours. 86 to 33. Anything with the slightest margins, like, oh, and he's got war leader. I mean, the slightest of margins. One each. One each stuns. Yeah, so barely one, but with this close of a battle, you have to look at that mastery. I don't have a problem with your gear lineup. I know what you're going for. You don't have the chip. You don't have full red, Diva, so... You want to have... I don't know how long Diva lasted in your fight. Because almost might be better off putting Murphy there with the defensive gear. But it's razor thin. It's really close. And you had one and you have one each to stun with a mastery that far apart. I mean, I know you have advantages everywhere else, but it's, you know. No. It's not a Diva problem. She hung on. She hung on, gave you the... She was the last one to die. Certainly you're fine there. This is pre... You said you're pre-season 1, did you say? I mean, season 1. Pre-season 4? No, you have, you're season 4. You have Lucius out. Are you in the middle of it? No. You're post-season 4. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. It's all good. I would, Man, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you lost this battle. My money would have been on you to win that battle. Yeah. Because you even have... It's probably just the 4 exclusives here. Lucius isn't even at 20, though, but neither is Murphy. Not that it's going to do anything for your air squad if he was at 20 anyway. Yeah, I wish you could fight this battle again. You can try to put just Sarah, yeah, with, you could try Carly instead of Murphy, but it came out high. We did the testing for this in off-season 4. That's where I ran all those sandbox tests and everything else. And this came out really high, though, Sarah and Murphy. So I don't know. God, I can't believe I forgot to pin this. I know, that's a tough loss. All right, what do we got for time? We got time for one more. I really want to get through these. Oh, compliance sent one in. Maybe we should get to compliance. Oh, is this is the truck one that you sent me? Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Oh, that's embarrassing. That is bad. That's bad. But yeah, I have Noodle, I did. I actually have you in a. I think I have you in a screenshot. Yours are in a screenshot. I have you though. I can only hold 10 here at a time. So I try to kick out as many as I can, and then I'll reload them with the other ones I have on a separate list. So I'll reload you, and then I'll probably, by the way, like this will probably be my last report for tonight, and then I'll reload and then come back either tomorrow night to do a battle report show or Friday just to clear our air to get battle reports and reset for the week, because I hate not going through the battle reports that get sent in. So I'll at least go through the ones that I have in the hopper. There is one too I want to get after. Actually, I have one more thing I want to get to that I had on my list for tonight. So I'll just do this report real quick, because this is just a silly report anyway. That it's ridiculous that he even won this fight. I mean, how embarrassing. It's against Tank too. It's crazy. I mean, everything else is going to scream that he should have won the fight. But look, I mean, look at this. He's got no, like, how much gear do you have to take off to lose a fight? Look, and it's not even close. It's still not even close. How much gear do you have to take off to lose a battle? I mean, this person, in all fairness, compliance, this person doesn't have any gear either. So kind of fair. Like your gear is still stronger than them, even with the missing pieces. So you happen to fight the right person, I think. Oh my god, this person's skill. What is going on with this fight? Why would they even? Crazy. See, now if we had that all gear button different, and my guess this is what, like 3v3, we should have the gear separated. We brought that up too. Be nice to have it separated. So if he was switching gear, what were you switching gear to hit World Boss? Probably trying to hit World Boss. I'm sure he's stronger everywhere else though anyway. Oh yeah, it's not their one team. It's not their one team. It's their third team. That's why they have no gear either. You just happen to have them fight their third team. But my guess is it's just World Boss. Yeah, you were probably going for World Boss though, right? That's why you were switching. But this person didn't have any gear. That's funny though. Mid change. But it was lucky it was their third team. All right. There was one more I wanted to get in to talk about. I think it was on the you know what? I won't get to it tonight because I think it's a video that I wanted to go over anyway. So we won't go into it. I'll finish these up. I have what do I have left? I think I still have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have. So no, I went through. Let's see, I did. Let's see, I did. Still have 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think 6. I think I have like 6 more to go through. On top of the few that I have here, and I'll definitely be looking at that Elites one tonight. Elites got the report of the night. It was it's crazy. Depressing for air, but crazy overall. Yeah. So that's enough. I think that's enough tonight. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. Hey, I do appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You guys could have been anywhere. You chose to spend it with us tonight. Certainly appreciate it. With that, QB18 out.